All right, then, we are back. Circling Back Podcast. It's Monday. My name is Dave, and I'm going to host. Filling in for one Will DeFries, who is in North Carolina at the moment. Joining me in studio today, as always, it's Dillon Shivery.
Can I get out in front of something real quick before we really dive into this podcast?
Did Texas lose another recruit?
Probably. Probably. No, this is about the cold brew that sits in front of me right now.
No, you know I was going to do a standalone.
So
he's trying to cuck me here. I'm not consenting to this cucking.
No, I actually asked for just black cold brew, just straight up gas.
You mean what I'm drinking?
And they're like, oh, we accidentally put a little coconut milk in there. And being the good friend that I am, I took that one and I gave you the alpha coffee because I didn't want you to look too beta in front of everybody. So I'm just taking one for the team. Basically, it's fine. I mean, it's not just straight gas like I wanted. It has a little coconut milk in it.
I don't know if that's a little.
It's a little.
You know, there's a label on there with your name on it that has the order. Why don't you read it to us?
Let's see.
You said it was an accident. It wouldn't have been on the label if they accidentally.
Great point. Right?
Grande cold brew.
Grande cold brew. These are big cold brews.
Black AF is what it says.
Okay.
Black AF. They just misread it. I don't know. Anyway, here I am being a good friend.
I mean, these are. All right, sorry.
I could stand to lose a couple alpha male points. You can't. So I'm just going to take one for the team.
I'm pretty happy with my alphaness.
Well, I think others would
because
disagree.
you came into the office with these cold brews, and I applaud you for flying. You flew, and up to this point, you bought too.
I flew. Yeah,
you flew and blew.
I fly and I buy is what I do.
Right, that makes more sense.
And you over here, you want to make fun of me, and here I am flying and buying for you. It's interesting.
It's probably a company card play.
The friendship dynamic here is just really interesting.
It's a company event. Boys got to get some gas before the pod. Some people need a little extra. You get your coconut cream or whatever it is.
It's whatever, dude.
I would have just simply been like, hey, can I just get this black? Can you pour this out? Because it's not what I ordered. If that really happened, which it didn't.
I was distracted by the young lady who handed me the coffee had a very, very interesting nose jewelry.
Oh, yeah?
She had a stud on each nostril and a chain connecting like above the rim. I don't know what you call it.
The bridge?
She lives above the rim, bro.
Above the bridge. Connected to each stud.
Catch me under the bridge.
I was like, I've never seen that before. And she handed me my coffee. And I was so mesmerized by her jewelry, her piercings, that I just moved on with my life.
Did you riz her up?
No, I didn't.
Hit her with that skiddly bee?
I said, thank you very much. Here's your no tip. And I moved on.
You didn't tip?
I did all the legwork. Why would I tip? I'm not going to tip in a drive-thru. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Also, she allegedly ruined your order.
And she ruined my order.
She didn't. You ordered it like that. It's okay. Dylan, there's some things about you that it's okay to embrace.
I've gotten past the guilt in not tipping at this point for situations that don't necessarily deserve a tip. That was one of them. She literally handed me my coffee. I'm sorry.
Was she otherwise cute? If she was cute, you would have tipped her. I know how you work.
I'll be polite and say she wasn't my type.
You just said you were mesmerized by the above bridge studding or whatever.
Yeah.
The chain wallet she had on her nose.
Yeah, I was mesmerized by it. That was like, just the jewelry, not the face around.
Be real. If she was a baddie, you would have tipped.
I don't think so.
Here's a guy who always tips, Randy Trumbacki.
Hi, I am here with no coffee because I just raw dogged the day like an alpha male.
Wow, dude.
Is that more? It is kind of alpha to raw dog the day. Although I don't know if you're raw dogging it because you're looking at multiple. You have 3 screens in front of you.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine starting a work day without any caffeine or nicotine in my system. It just seems weird.
You know, it's because they don't build men like me anymore.
He's cut from a different cloth.
Men who just order the sugariest drinks imaginable when he goes out.
So that's it.
Your thing is pretty much white. Your coffee.
Like I said, I ordered a black cold brew.
Oh, by the way, Circling Back is taped before a live studio audience. I have to tell people that.
They left real quick and abruptly. They all stopped at the exact same time.
They understand the show.
That's weird.
It's probably for the best that Randy doesn't get into coffee because if he were to add that into his rotation, the amount of sugar he would do with
Yeah.
his.
He's already insufferable without the added, jitters.
Wow. Okay.
He came in and immediately today I asked him, I said, you've got a bad case of the fuck arounds, don't you? And I was right.
That's just classic Randy.
Fresh off just a good weekend of rest. So now I'm ready to go.
Oh, okay. I guess we're going to do the segment now then. I guess we'll do this weekend of fun right now.
This
Randy
weekend-
wants to tell us about his weekend.
This weekend in rest. Let's hear about it.
You do sound like not as bad as I thought you would.
You did something fun, right? I saw something on your story.
Well, let's wait for the segment. How about that?
Oh, no, dude. I guess we're going to wait for the segment now, Dylan.
All right.
Hey, so Will be back next week. Brett, not that he would be in here, but he'll be back tomorrow. I do have to say, him and Klein have kind of a funny thing going right now. So they're playing golf in Bandon Dunes. If you don't know Bandon, it's kind of a bucket list for golfers of the last decade.
Oregon.
Yeah. Out around Pacific Coast Way.
Where
Very vague.
Decory and Moore will be attending college out that way.
You're not mad, though.
No, it's cool.
You're not mad at all.
Nah.
Brett. So Brett took a really good picture of Klein. Klein's a friend of the show, alleged intern, alleged investor. And it's Klein after making contact with the ball, releasing the club because it was clearly a bad shot, and it's a great photo. Well, Klein just clapped back with a photo of a very, very bad chili dipped fat shot from Brett. And I just like the idea of guys on a group trip because when you go on a trip like that many dudes, you probably get a little sick of each other. And I like that maybe there was a back and forth, like passive aggressive, taking photos of each other, just hoping to get like the worst shot. Yeah. And I hope that there's many more to come. I hope that they just got each other's worst shots and they share them. That's a fun bet.
The one that Klein just sent us, the chunkiest of chunks.
I mean,
just if the ball went 20 yards, I'd be surprised.
If he were to do that on his land in Pecos, Texas, he would absolutely have a gusher.
He would find that black gold,
absolutely,
as they call it.
Like basically what I'm sipping right now. Not you, because you get cream in your shit.
That Houston mud.
God, shout out to Starbucks.
Yeah.
Hey, drop the bag. Hey, you could check out our Patreon stuff. If you think this chemistry is dope, you should see what's on Patreon.
The paywall. We really amp it up for the paywall, folks.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy. Tomorrow,
I believe we say.
Tomorrow's exactly 5 minutes.
I believe it is.
Unless you want to do your standalone pod where you just talk for an hour?
I don't think so.
Okay. We also do other stuff like cold calls. Randy's game show.
If you haven't caught a cold call episode yet, and judging by the numbers, some of you haven't, you're just an idiot, first of all. No offense, but you're an idiot. And you're missing out on some content gold.
I'm going to go a different way here. I'm not going to call you an idiot. I'm going to call you someone with a huge opportunity at your fingertips.
Okay. That's a better way of putting it.
Because you could go back. We've done how many cold call episodes? 3 or 4?
Ooh, more than that. 5, 6, somewhere.
You can go start those, and they are evergreen. They won't get old. So you could listen to it right now.
Here's how it works.
I got to tease something too.
Okay.
You go first.
Yeah, here's how it works. Listeners will send us their telephone number along with something like a topic they'd like to discuss with us. And we will randomly call you. And you will answer the phone, hopefully. And we will shoot the shit with you for a few minutes and then move on to the next one. It's a lot of fun. Go ahead, Dave.
Randy, did you get this email from Mike White? Listener Mike White?
I don't think so. Maybe.
From 2 days ago? You probably were out blacking out on 6th Street.
Yeah,
drinking daiquiris and shit.
Drinking daiquiris.
Being cool.
Trudging through the woods of Austin doing content. More on that later. Anyway, I'm going to tease this. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Oh, yeah. I got it. What a guy.
Did you verify?
I did not verify.
I have not clicked okay, we got a backer, Dylan. You and Will weren't on this email. We might have access to something that's going to be very beneficial for this show going forward. And I'm going to tease it and I'm going to leave it there.
You have to give more than that.
Let's just say we may be hearing from Wes and Dill very soon.
They want to run it back?
They don't.
Do they want to circle back with us?
They don't, but
there might be a lot of circling back coming up.
Yeah, a lot of it. Honestly, some of it we don't want to hear.
They're recording a custo song just for us.
You're not even
Nope.
Are you serious?
Are they still making
We got the
hits?
episode
Shut up.
and many, many more.
No fucking way.
No, I'm not kidding. If you're new here, we did an interview.
Talk about an opportunity. This is a huge oppo.
This is huge op. It's a very unique business opportunity. We did an interview with Wes and Dill.
If you don't know who Wes and Dill are, you're probably in the majority.
They had a big song.
Jordan Belfort.
They were, I believe, SoundCloud rappers.
That song caught a major jet stream.
Thanks. Yeah, and Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, Smiley Kaufman, and
They wore it
Ricky
out
Fowler. They
in
wore it out on their
Cabo.
little Baker's Bay fun trip in 2016.
Yeah,
whenever
that
it
was senior year of my college days, and it was every single party.
And we interviewed them, and it went.
It was electric.
This is on our previous show. I'm just confusing the listeners right now. Anyway, we might play it one of these days. We'll wait. I'm going to wait till Will gets back for that for sure. But tune in for that. Thank you, Mike White, for doing that. If you like newsletter, if you like written content, go to wash.substack. Probably calm. You got to think it's a calm play. Wash Media Substack. Go check it out. We do a newsletter.
Just go to Substack and search Wash Media. You'll find us.
Yeah, you'll find us, and you're going to like it. Blogs, things of that nature.
Yep.
You'll get emails when Dylan's Track House is about to go live, which, by the way, this Thursday.
This Thursday.
Who's your special guest? Do you want to tease?
You'll have to. I'll announce it later this week.
Because you won't play me anymore.
I'll play you.
Because you know I'm getting better.
I'll still play you. I'll play you, dog.
I'm getting better.
You are getting better. That's how that happens.
People are noticing.
Yeah.
Hey, and if you want some merch, go to washedmedia.shop. Great stuff there. Great stuff. And more to come. You're going to see some stuff in the next couple months, and it's going to blow your mind. Let's do this weekend. What you got, Randy?
No, I was just saying it's going to blow your mind. And call 888-618-4422 for voicemails, also on Patreon.
Thank you, Randy.
Mm-hmm.
This Weekend in Fun presented by our good friends at Rowback. Dylan.
I am currently wearing the Tailwind Tech Tee, which can also be worn just like casually out and about, not just for your technical activities like working out. This thing, no bullshit, no cap whatsoever, is the most comfortable piece of clothing that I own. It is so freaking soft. It also fits extremely well. I love it. It's the Tailwind. Go check it out. Also, they have a million different polos to choose from. Every color scheme that you can think of. All different kinds of fun themes. They have the best polos in the game. Everybody knows that.
What do you got, Randy?
This is the Beach Bev. It looks like neon tiki drinks and stuff. I'm also wearing their shorts too. Very comfortable.
I'm wearing the shorts right now.
Actually, I am too. I'm wearing the loopers. They're fantastic.
I'm trying to sneak a little posterior chain workout in at lunch. Maybe a little deady. Maybe some back work.
People have been saying that your posterior chain needs work.
They work. Yeah, I know. People have been quite critical, but I'm wearing my Rowback gear to the gym. I don't just wear it.
They have trunks out with elite liners in them.
I wore them over the 4th. Yeah.
Elite liners in the swim trunks. Anyway, WASHED20. Use promo code WASHED20 for 20% off at checkout. It's a one-time use code, so load the cart. You don't want to buy just one thing. You will regret not saving 20% on more. WASHED20.
Tell me about your 4th of July.
Major family weekend. Major. I had parks for the 4th. And the 5th for that matter, but on the 4th we went to my dad's house. My sister and brother-in-law and my two lovely little nieces were there. We did some swimming, did some fireworks, played some. Oh my god! All right, so here's the thing. Chelsea, the young lady that I'm dating, got Parks a Godzilla Monopoly. He loves Godzilla, so she got this for him. The dude is obsessed. He's making real estate deals left and right. It's crazy.
Just like his daddy.
You ever finish a game of Monopoly? It takes a long time.
Probably.
I finished 3 in 24 hours with this kid. And then he said he's going to his mom's house. He's like, can I take it to my mom's? Like, yeah. They played twice. The kid will not stop playing Monopoly. He's good at it too.
That'll teach him life lessons.
He's a ruthless deal maker. It's like, hey man, can I get that property from you? He's like, yeah, for $1,500. Like, oh my god, dude.
You're raising a good little capitalist. Yeah.
Anyway, lots of Monopoly, lots of fun 4th of July vibes.
What if he turns into like an old school turn of the century like robber baron type with like a top hat and a monocle?
Yeah.
And he's just
I'm gonna get all this land, see?
Yeah, that's kind of how he talks.
As far as the eye can see, this is
right.
mine.
Or What if he just gets really into oil and gas deals and just goes the other way, just goes full Daniel Plainview?
I would support him.
Sorry. I'm
I
just
would
thinking.
be-
I think about his future a lot.
I could be his father and his partner.
You could.
Yeah.
It would work.
We played 3 games. He beat me every single game.
So Godzilla and Monopoly, that's a collab that's real and that we needed in this age of 2024.
Monopoly does all kinds of collabs. Like I've owned a Texasopoly forever. It's like a UT themed Monopoly.
We have Commingopoly.
That's true. We do have Commingopoly. Other than Monopoly and 4th of July fun,
We do have it, Randy. It's sitting up
We
there.
have multiple.
spent a lot of time with Chelsea over the weekend. We went out to our ranch yesterday.
Did y'all mix some drinks?
Not yesterday.
Okay.
No, I had like 2 sips of white wine.
Okay.
It was very, very low key Sunday. Other than going to the ranch, which she got to go out there and see the horses.
Did you stay at a safe distance? Because remember, they did famously try to stomp you out.
There was a fence between me and the horses this time.
You know how wild horses are, Randy.
Yeah, they did not try to clobber my brains out like they did that one time.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Non-native to North America.
So that was good. Also started watching The Boys, which is a good show.
How far are you?
5 episodes into season 1.
Okay.
Okay.
It's good.
Pretty
It's a
good.
good show. I'm enjoying it.
Oh, dude, you're so much further than I thought. Okay.
And that
Okay.
that pretty much wraps up my weekend in fun.
So is the fact that you started the Bear or the Boys, does that mean you're not going to do the Bear? Or is this just kind of like you were looking for something a little bit more with a little more juice behind
I'm
it?
watching The Bear as well.
You are watching the Bear.
I've watched 5 episodes of the latest season.
Okay.
I'm
That's
kind of tag teaming both of those right now.
Dude, you're different.
Yeah, I am different.
Not many people are doing that. I'm doing that. But besides us, not many people.
The Boys is really fun. The Bear is very anxiety inducing, but it's a great watch.
You see, what he's trying to tell you guys,
It's
he's
just
being
not
humble.
there's not a juxto play.
What he's trying to tell you guys at home is that it's the juxtaposition
Sure.
between the two shows.
Yes. Now I
And-
see.
Sure. That's true. They're very different speeds, those two shows.
On one hand, you have the kind of gritty, raw,
Uh-huh.
unfiltered, behind the scenes look. It's something that you kind of forget about. The people who make your food
Yeah.
and the relationships, the
Sure.
interpersonal relationships that those people
Okay.
have with each other
Yeah, that's true.
and their families. And then on the other hand,
Some superhero shit.
you got some superhero shit. And like
It's a little
a
twisted.
satirical look at our world.
It's kind of
Uh-huh.
twisted.
And it is
Yeah.
freaking twisted. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot more twisted than the Bear.
Hey, how about you tell us about your fucking weekend?
I'm
in
not
fun?
done telling them about what you're saying. You understand, Randy, what I'm saying?
So you put them together, and then what's going on with that?
well, they
It's a juxto
juxtapose
play.
each other.
Oh, I see. Very cool, Dylan.
Randy, why don't you tell us about your wacky adventures?
Oh, you're gonna save yourself for last.
And I'm also going to stop drinking the cold brew because the ice is probably annoying people. So I'll stop. I'm sorry.
Calm down, dude.
What did I do on Thursday, the day of the 4th, America's birthday? Went golfing or played golf, however you're
Thank
supposed
you.
to say it, with one Dan Register, Jackhammer, as the people know him as. I shot a 109, not great. I lost a lot of balls. It was pretty hot. I also got a bunch of burrs on me, and that was pretty much my 4th. Oh, then went out to watch the fireworks and went out to a bar. And let me tell you, I had one of those C4 energy drinks. Yeah, this is why I can't do caffeine. I was like antsy the whole time. It was terrible.
Yeah, C4 is pretty intense.
Yeah,
Hey, I saw Dan at the gym Friday. He told me he played his little dick off. Is
he
that
did.
true?
He did do pretty well. He got birdie on hole 1. He put on his story.
He did.
Which course?
Mo Willie.
Oh, classic Mo Willie.
How was it? How were the greens?
They're fine.
Okay.
It was good. There was a little dry, and it wasn't as bad as that one time when it was just completely dead grass, but there was some dirty greens, as in like patches of dirt. So not great, to be honest.
Randy, he's turning into a golf guy right
Look-
before us.
look at me.
That's good.
Friday, Will DeFreeze cracked the whip and made me come into work, and I recorded some retail therapy. We did that. That was then went out, just kind of chilled. Saturday was the big day.
I thought he told you could take the day off. You
He-
decided you wanted some boss points, didn't you?
Are you getting OT?
Am I getting OT?
Yeah.
That stands for overtime.
I mean, I guess that's up to
You understand what he's
HR
saying?
Dillon over there.
You understand what
Am I
he's
getting
saying?
OT for this?
You need to file a request, and we'll see what happens.
All right, just put it on post-it
When
note again.
friend
Yeah.
of the show, Sauce, texted me and said he had just come by the office Friday, I was like, wait, I'm not going in today. What's going on? And then I remembered retail therapy.
Yeah, it was the only day that Barry could record, so we had to do that, especially since Will's out this whole week. And then Saturday, boat day, Lake Travis, very fun, very good. The Vibe Guard came back out. It's good vibes, great vibes, even immaculate vibes.
Did you see them storms rolling in?
Yeah, we had it till to like 2:30, and as we were like
Dinner's
rolling
time.
out, the storms were coming in. So as we were getting onto the bus, it started raining. So we timed it perfectly, but it was kind of cool being on a boat leaving as like the storms were coming in.
Wow.
And Sunday was a day of rest and content.
Yeah, I want to do a segment on that later. But it looked like you had a good little weekend.
I did.
Good for you. How are you birds?
You know what? They're doing fine. They're doing absolutely fine. Peggy's out there still with her one leg. Glad that she's still alive.
Okay.
That's great, man.
Very cool. I guess everybody wants to know what the D-Man did, right? You want to know?
Sure.
Why don't you ask me?
Hey, man, what'd you do this weekend for fun?
Off mic cold brew sip. What did we do on the 4th? Went to noted New York Times bestselling author W.R. Boland's home. I don't like to name drop, but that's just how he requests that you refer to him now.
Yeah.
We went over there, his neighborhood, which does in fact have an HOA. I know HOAs are very controversial, but we should note that they did a little parade, and by parade, basically everybody with kids, bikes, and a golf cart just walked around the neighborhood real quick while a guy with a Bluetooth speaker played like Lee Greenwood. Pretty fun, oddly. Yeah, I mean, not for me as much as it was for the kids, but pulled them in the wagon. Great time. Went from there to the pool, community pool, and had ourselves a pool day. Ordered Jets Pizza to the pool. Bet you didn't know you could do that, but you can. Great time. Great time.
Did they decorate the bikes?
Yeah,
Nice.
little streamers
We
and
used
stuff.
to do that. Yeah. Very fun.
As for the 4th, my neighborhood kind of, and I was happy about this, kind of slacked. Fireworks were not popping like they normally do on New Year's and the 4th. I've got some theories about that, but it was good. For one, my dog hates fireworks. I gave him a couple trazodone just in case, and he was good. He was good. Randy, shout out to Randy, dog Randy, the original Randy. We just hung out and did some grilling, did some burgers and some dogs, some glizzies. Dylan, did you do any glizzies over the weekend?
No glizzies, man.
People are calling them glizzies now. You seen this?
I had a couple jungle glizzies though.
What is that exactly?
A jungle glizzy is it's yellow. It has a yellow peel, and you peel that off, and there's a white fruit underneath it.
Okay.
You find them in the jungle.
I feel like there's another name for that.
There's not.
But I can't.
I don't think so.
Well, anyway. Oh, we bought some sparklers.
Where from?
You can buy sparklers at Walgreens or CVS for some reason. I guess that's fine. Anyway, so we let my 3-year-old Rhodes do sparklers for the first time. How do you think that went?
Well,
what happens when you show a kid of that age, 3.5, a sparkler for the first time? Do you think they're going to let you just get away with like letting them do one sparkler?
did he try to do a? Did he ask for a foreign policy
Maker.
We did not, no, and but he did want to do the entire box of sparklers, and these are the ones that they're not the big like cool wedding ones.
Little guys.
These are the little ones, and they go in like 10 seconds. They're the Randy edition.
What?
That's what we hear.
So they're very quick, and we just did the sparklers, man, and he had a blast. And if you saw my Instagram at DC Ruff on the gram, add me on it, by the way. You'll probably be wondering, why is he wearing a Dallas Stars hoodie? Well, one, he loves the Dallas Stars. Okay, we're a Dallas Stars household. Two, inside the home, he wants to wear sweats and sweatshirts. That's it. And he didn't want to take it off when we went outside. So yeah, he went outside in a hoodie. Look, he's one of those kids. I don't know if it's like a Gen Z thing and it's bleeding down to his generation, but you know how these kids are with their hoodies.
Oh yeah.
It was a blast. Friday, we did some ribs. I did a little St. Louis rib special, classic smoking, about a 4-hour play. I did the same recipe I did for our Academy live stream. You remember that?
I do.
Remember those ribs?
Oh, they're
Those
good.
are good ribs.
They're good ribs. These were not as good, but they were still good. Those are the ones that I did at your place, Dylan. Those are the best ribs I've ever done.
You think so?
Yeah, and when you guys were gassing them up, I thought y'all were kind of fucking with me, but I'm going to take your word for it that they were good. But
They
we
were
did
good.
ribs. It was delightful. We finished The Bear. So I'm through the entire season of The Bear. I'm going to wait till you finish to talk about it.
All right.
I am through 5 episodes of The Boys, final season, or the third. Yeah, I guess it's, what season is this, Randy? The third?
Fourth.
Something I should have said last week. There's an episode this season, episode 2, and I watched it on the plane. Have I mentioned this on the show, Randy?
You at least mentioned it to me, and I knew that I was behind on House of the Dragon and The Boys, but I was like, neither of those 2 shows I'm going to try to watch on the plane. So it's crazy that you even attempted it.
Yeah, I did. And let me tell you, there's a number of episodes of that show that you don't want to watch on a plane due to gory violence, things of that nature. Let me just tell you, that episode specifically has a number of things, and I can't even describe, that you should not watch it on a plane. And I did. On the plane ride home, nonetheless, from a Chicago trip where I drank quite a bit for 2 days. Just a really dumb move by me. What else did Dave do here? I've got notes. That's about it. That's about it. We laid low, man. We laid real low. Yesterday was my wife's birthday. Shout out to my wife. We did a little fajita dinner. I don't know if you saw it. Posted a story at DC Rough. Check out my son just checking the sizzle. Just totally mesmerized by it. You see what I'm doing here? You see the post?
I know.
Okay, well, I'll fuck off then. Check it out, man. Give me a follow. Need it badly. Other than that, delightful weekend, man. Delightful.
Dylan had mentioned the foreign policymakers. We got a funny comment on YouTube of a guy that used to work in the firework showroom. If you want to hear some of the ones that he's heard,
I'd love to, because someone tagged us in something. We missed the Pearl Harbor firework, which I just don't think you need, because
Seems a little anti-American, actually.
it's also a date that will live in infamy.
Sure.
he said, let's see here, some other that have come across his awares, Harry Beaver, Sexy Rider, Iwo Jima, Barely Legal. This is my favorite here. Glitterous and Wicked Pissa.
Wicked Pissa.
I just don't think we need Barely Legal.
No, I don't think you need any of those.
I like
Well,
it.
I just don't know. Like, that's how intense this thing is.
Yeah, like this is almost illegal, but it's not. It barely fits parameters.
Can this guy leave his information for cold call? Because I could talk to this guy for an entire show. He worked in the fireworks showroom industry.
Yeah.
I'm very confused. I'd like to talk to him. Tell him to call in.
Oh, we'll mention it. It was on a short, so he might not be a listener, but we might have gained him as a listener.
Drop us a line. Hey, anything else? Any highlights, lowlights from the weekend? We good?
I think that covers it, man.
All right, man. I'm just trying to put my stamp on it.
You did it.
Wow.
Look, here's the thing, man. Stamps.com streamlines your postage needs, making your business more efficient and putting more life into your work-life balance. Dylan, where would this company be if we didn't have Stamps.com?
It has saved us quite a few American dollars.
And it frees up time consumed by the tedious mailing and shipping tasks. Use Stamps.com. They've been around for a long time. They've sponsored multiple versions of this podcast.
They fuck with us.
That's saying something. We love them. Take care of mailing and shipping wherever you are, even on the go, with Stamps.com and their mobile app. All you need is a computer and a printer. They even send you a free scale. We got that scale sitting right out there. Easily schedule package pickups through your Stamps.com dashboard, and you can automatically see your cheapest and fastest shipping options from different carriers. Look, we're a small business. You know that about us. We're small to mid-size now, but still, people want to call us small. We've built this thing with Stamps.com. They handle all your mailing and shipping needs while reducing costs and increasing profit. Seamlessly connect with every major marketplace and shopping cart. If you sell online, access the USPS and UPS mailing services you need to run your business right from your computer or your phone, day or night. No lines, no traffic, no waiting. Get rates you can't find anywhere else, like up to 89% off USPS and UPS. Order shipping and mailing supplies, labels, and even printers from Supply Store when you run low. Put more life into your work-life balance with Stamps.com. Sign up with the promo code CirclingBack for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a free digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter the code CirclingBack. Get a 4-week trial, free postage, and digital scale at Stamps.com/CirclingBack. Where do you want to go, Zuck or Pants Poo?
Let's start with Zuck.
You got some things. You got an apology to issue.
No, I don't have an apology to issue.
No, you do. It says right here on the rundown.
What I was gonna say is that so apparently there's a video of him out there. Not apparently, there is a video of him out there. He's wearing a tuxedo, and he is wake surfing. In one hand, he is holding the American flag. The other, he's drinking, I don't know, what is that, a twisted tea? What is he drinking?
Yeah,
whatever it is.
That's a tall boy twisted
It's
tea.
freaking
Is
twisted.
it actually a twisted? I've never had a twisted tea.
looks
I
like
see
it.
them everywhere, though.
One time I bought them from for a homeless guy near me. I asked him if he, like, I was walking into the gas station. I see this guy all the time. He's got a dog. I talked to him, and I was like, "What can I? You want anything?" He asked me for a twisted tea. That's the end of the story. I just wanted to say that. Makes me feel good about
I've never
myself.
had. Have you ever had a twisted tea?
I never tried the stuff. They're too twisted for me.
They are very, very twisted. Yeah, I've never had one either. Anyway, there's a video of Zuck, and he's, like I said, wake surfing behind a boat, and it looks to be a pretty dope location. There's got some little mountains in the distance, and I don't know where is he? Does it say? It doesn't say.
It looks like Canyon Lake.
It looks nothing like Canyon Lake.
Maybe Lake Buchanan.
And nothing like that either. Anyway, Zuck he's stacking cool points with he's just stacking cool points.
He looks like he's better at wake surfing than you.
When I saw this on TL, I was scrolling fast, and all I saw was I didn't realize it was a video at first. I thought it was just a still image of him surfing. And what I was going to say, my take was, you can make this dude look cool in a still image, but when he starts to move around and you see his dorky mannerisms and the way he just gets really uncomfortable around people, like at the UFC fight, for example, he didn't know what to do with his hands, and he just looked so uncomfortable. But then I realized it was a video, and it threw that theory out the window. So I think this is a body double.
No,
That's not
what?
Zuck. It's a body double. It's all Zuck. It's all Zuck. It's all Zuck. This guy's too cool. No, but really, he's got some people around him that are doing some image refurbishing.
I mean, look, the last 4 years of Zuck's image, somebody's putting in some work here. That's all
But
I'm
like
gonna
the
say.
talks, I mean, I don't know. Dave, what are your thoughts on this?
No, I was letting you go.
The chain and the bow tie.
I didn't even notice the
Chain outside the shirt. You don't see that.
Look, he's doing a lot.
Yeah.
And there will be a Zuck presidential run in the next, I would say, 12 years. I think that's going to happen. He has gone from smoking these meats, the awkwardness of that video, to mixing around in the MMA world, showing up in fighters' corners, training. His dad's a dentist. Dillon famously tried to kidnap him.
Dr. Zuckerberg.
And now he is doing boat content. Not only boat content, but epic bacon boat content with the flag.
If you compare this to the video of a few years back when he was
Sunblocked.
what was that thing he was on? What are those things called?
Hydrofoil?
Hydrofoil. That's right. And he had just a full white face with the sunblock. He's come a long way since those days.
Yeah. This seems like a lot of work just to put out a video, but it probably was the biggest video to drop, right?
Which is dorky in itself to conceptualize this video and to make it happen. It's like, oh, I got to get a tux someone's got to hand me an American flag while I'm out there and then toss me my twisted tea.
I would love to know how this went down.
It's pretty dorky. If you really break it down, it's kind of a dorky situation.
I will say, like, the twisted tea move is kind of weird. Like, had he gone with just like an American beer, like just a Miller Lite, a Coors Light with Blue Mountain, something like that. The twisted tea is an interesting choice. I for one, I don't like to talk about my politics publicly. I'm not going to vote for a guy who drinks twisted tea. I'm just not. The world's twisted enough as it is. And I have to say though, he's the first person I've ever seen like try to chug something while wake surfing or wakeboarding.
True.
You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
the guy who originated it.
Okay, I literally, like very literally, I started this trend. Very literally.
Which trend? The tuxedo thing or?
Drinking an alcoholic beverage while wake surfing. No rope, by the way. I started this back in, this was 2004. I did this.
I just haven't seen a video of it. That's the thing.
There's a picture of it on totalfratmove.com.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that is a TFM.
This is before I did it, no one had ever done this, much less documented it in the way that I did, a very cool way on Lake Austin.
Okay.
I literally started this. So he's just, he's swagger jacking. I don't know. By the way, Twisted Tea, only 5% ABV. I expected it to be much higher. I thought it was just like get drunk fast.
Why don't you give us the real number you want to talk about?
The sugar content. Let's hear that.
Ooh, I don't know the sugar
I
content.
bet it's not good.
Ooh, there's a Twisted Tea Extreme that's 8%. Didn't know
Randy.
that.
Yeah.
Randy.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Do you think this would have been better if instead of Twisted Tea, it was a Vizzy, and instead of a tuxedo, it was Muggsy Jeans?
I was gonna say, like, we kind of just did this
Oh my
a couple
God.
years ago.
Okay. In a 12-ounce Twisted Tea,
Here
there
we
are
go.
23 grams of sugar. So we're talking, looks like a 24 ouncer. That's 46 grams of sugar. That's way too much sugar. What are you doing?
I gotta say, 23 in a 12 ounce is less than I thought. Because how
Really?
many are in like a Coca-Cola?
A lot.
A
There's
lot.
a lot in a Sprite.
There's 63 in a 20-ounce Sprite.
That's insane.
That's so much
Who
sugar.
drank that at the airport a few years ago? Is that Will?
Will loves a hungover Sprite.
See, I'm a hungover ginger ale guy.
That's too much sugar, dog.
Ray, can you stop and take the video off? It's like giving me I can't stop. It's really unbelievable. Dude, so what do you think Zuck's long play is?
There's also a Twisted Tea Light that has 6.2 grams of sugar.
What do you think the play is? You got to get off the twisted
He just
tea
wants
stuff.
people to think he's cool because he knows
Okay, but
the
why?
narrative out there. He knows everyone thinks he's a dork. He knows that everyone thinks he's a dork.
Which version of Zuck do you want to hang out with more? You have to hang out with one of these two. MMA Zuck or Boat Zuck. You got to hang out with one.
I don't know, man.
That boat suck. That's
You think it's Boat
Yeah,
Zuck?
it's both Zuck.
Give me Sweet Baby Ray's Zuck.
Oh, okay. We're smoking these.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
At least I get some dope meat. Well, it's probably mid. I'll get some meat out of it at least.
Okay. Okay. I want to get out in front of this. I know it's been picked up by some major outlets, but one thing I left out of my weekend in fun. We went up to the Hamptons just for a few days. I don't go there often, but we were there and we stayed at. So a lot of people don't know this. I was a ground floor investor in Goop.
Oh,
It's Gwenyth Paltrow's John. So she invited us out as ground floor investors, day ones.
a lot of news come out of the Hamptons these days.
For real.
Yeah.
Well, here's something, and I was a guest there. Okay, at her home and her cottage. It's very quaint. It's very nice. And I did stay the night there, and I did leave abruptly.
why'd you leave so abruptly?
Well, I mixed my Ozempic with my twisted tea,
Okay.
and those two things don't go together.
Oh no.
So I had my gut biome had a flare up. My divertic flared up. I don't have to release this information to people because it's HIPAA. But I thought I owed it to you guys before you read it, like in a major news outlet. I just wanted you guys to know this happened to me.
You had some Rhea. Say it, Randy. Just get out of the way, man.
It's Rhea time.
We're not laughing at that.
Great studio audience we have today.
Major celebrity who suffered Ozempic-induced diarrhea on Gwyneth Paltrow's Hamptons home bed has been revealed.
How did this news get out?
Somebody does not like this guy.
Who was it?
His name's Derek. I'm not going to say his last name.
It's supposed to be a major celebrity.
Mainly because I don't know it. Derek Blasberg. I just said his last name.
What's he known for?
So I read this. I read into this. He is like a professional celebrity best friend. He is a socialite. He is just kind of a always around A-listers guy.
He's a coattail writer.
Absolutely.
He's a professional coattail writer.
He absolutely
which is. Good
and
work if you can get it.
And he's done a really, really good job of it. But he crossed somebody, because there is no reason this should have blown up and landed in Sky News to the point to where we've got headlines and we're outing him, and then podcasts are talking about it. And this guy had a blowout and just bailed.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
But he left money for the cleaning crew.
Is that true?
We talked about this on retail therapy, and apparently, he like just left money for the cleaning crew and left.
Was this on like the couch, the floor, the patio? Like,
it was a bed play.
In the bed.
Yeah. You ever been in that situation?
I've never had
made messy in the bed.
I've never had Rhea in a bed in my life. Knock on wood.
So the insider who released this information said, first of all, it's not Ozempic. That's just what he told everyone. Also, the insider revealed that Gwyneth Paltrow, told Oprah, Jerry and Jessica Seinfeld, and Larry David about the mess, which was how news of the disgrace quickly spread from their celebrity-studded circle into the media. So, like,
who leaked it?
Well, he did in the bed.
Right. Who leaked the information? Who leaked the story?
It sounded...
Gwyneth?
I mean, Gwen told Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld, and I gotta assume that it just goes from there.
Yeah, those guys will yap on
I gotta say, like, if this is me, and they're like, hey, which celebs do you want, or like, do you not want to find out about this? Pretty much Oprah and Seinfeld are on the list.
It's funny that Larry David got wind of it, because this would make for an excellent Curb episode, actually.
Yeah, this is tough. And like, so I went looking into this guy a little bit, and there's some people who don't like him just because of what we said. He's just
a celeb leech.
He's just he's just around.
Yeah.
Like, there's photos of him with Taylor Swift. There's photos of him with, like,
how do you become that person?
I don't know. But like, the fact that this blew up to the point that it did is
he will forever be the guy who had diarrhea at Gwenyth Paltrow's home.
You kind of got to lean into it, right? Like our boy who locked in at the marathon.
Yeah, he should have gone live.
He should have gone live.
Look what just happened. I'm sitting here. I'm in Gwenyth Paltrow's bed in her guest room.
You guys aren't going to believe
and
this.
I'm laying in my own diarrhea right now.
It's like, I'm not going to show you.
I just want you guys to know this happened. It's out there. And now I'm locked in.
Rhea happens.
I forgot that Davis Clark did that. And then that was what made me follow him. I'm like, this guy is truly a real one.
See, that's the problem. This guy, Derek's not locked in.
He just dipped.
Left
the scene of the crime, and he's out. Go clean up his nappy.
This is like back when Randy was in like his wild days, when he really fucked around and would like go stay at his buddy's place on the couch, pass out there blacked out, would like pee on the couch and wake up and just fucking leave and delete him from his phone and never talk to him again.
Multiple times. That happened all the time.
Flip the couch cushions.
Jeez, Randy.
Yeah.
It's like that, but on a way bigger level.
Yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow's home.
It's tough, man.
Major celeb.
Can you come back from this?
No.
You think they're going to start? You think they're going to lose his number?
When this guy's livelihood is like his connections and his the people he knows, he doesn't have. He's not good at anything, I don't think.
He's good at being a friend.
He's good at bullshitting his way into some high society circles.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not enough when you're the Rhea guy.
Is he the Rhea guy, Randy? Because you're kind of our Rhea guy.
I might have to give him the Rhea guy nod.
Okay, that's huge.
Is he your Rhea guy of the week?
Oh, for sure. Maybe of the month. Maybe of the year.
It's early still.
It is early.
That's tough, man. It's really tough. And like his silence is kind of, you don't have to admit to anything, but you got to like make it a joke, right? You kind of have to lean into it a bit. Like, I don't know. Like if it was one of us, like if something like this happened in Chicago, you kind of make a joke. Like, can't deny it, right?
If one of us did this in Chicago, we would have had content for weeks about it.
We shared a bed.
Mm-hmm.
This didn't happen.
I know. I'm just
saying.
As
far as I know.
It would have been a real problem.
But if you had done that in the bed that I was sharing with you, it would have been a theme on these episodes for months months to come.
It's true.
Is that the worst thing that can happen to you in a bed at Gwenyth Paltrow's house?
It's up
Yeah,
there.
I mean, you could wake up with a horse head.
That's
You
better.
understand the
I
reference?
think that's better.
But what if it's your horse?
Still, man. At least you're not the guy who diarrhea.
Well,
everywhere.
Dylan didn't care for the movie, Randy, and I'm guessing you
Well,
haven't.
it was a
even
good
seen it.
movie. It was a good movie. It's just I don't
I've
think
seen
it's,
Okay,
Just it wasn't the best movie like people say.
I'm glad Will got a chance to talk about this. I feel weird doing the story without him, just because him and Gwyneth are kind of on the same wave in many.
Very true.
How sorry is she though? You don't tell people that. If this person's so much your friend like that you let him stay at your home in the Hamptons.
What if he did? What if he just crashed? What if he got so messed up and like just fell asleep on her bed and like, well, I guess he's spending the night and then next morning. I mean, I'm not saying that's what happened, but maybe she doesn't like him.
What's the deal with Ozempic? What's the deal with Ozempic? You know anybody on Ozempic?
Does it give people the runs?
I don't know. That's what I want to know. I don't know anybody on it.
I know a few people on it.
You want to name them? No, I'm just kidding.
My one of my friends that you've met is on it.
Yeah, I mean, I just that's a bad side effect.
He's a larger fella.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Given what the drug does.
he's less large now than he was when he started it.
Seems to work.
Yeah,
Is this the price you have to pay though?
I don't know. I don't know much about it.
What
I'm not
do
on
you
it.
do?
You just clean up and go about your day.
See, he fucked up just leaving it there. You get it and you just leave with the sheets and you throw them in a dumpster or burn them.
And you send Gwyneth a text like, "Hey, you're gonna notice that your sheets are all missing."
You might have noticed your sheets are gone.
and this is why.
Here's the deal. Something went down.
You're never gonna see those sheets again.
You're not going
Just so you know,
They were Egyptian cotton.
they
were probably very expensive.
probably
sheets.
excellent sheets.
Yeah. Here's what I can do for you.
When you have a house in the Hamptons, you don't buy your sheets at Target. You just don't.
What's that mean?
I think you know.
Target's got some great stuff.
I'm not saying that they don't. I'm saying that Gwyneth Paltrow doesn't go to Target for her sheets.
Well said.
Thank you.
I've got some questions for Randy. Randy did some content over the weekend, I assume.
Yeah.
Why don't you promote your thing?
Follow me at Randy Trebecki on Instagram and TikTok.
Okay, you can't stop there. You got to talk about what you did.
Well, I feel like Dave was about to do a
No, go ahead.
follow-up
You go
question.
ahead. You've been doing more content lately. You've been doing good content. You've gone viral
Mhm.
on TikTok.
He's been
You're
doing content.
great.
I don't know if it's good content. He's been doing content though.
It's good content. New
Explain
York
what you
Times.
did, and then I've got one question to ask you.
Are you talking about specifically the night?
Yeah, I am talking
Yes,
about
yes.
the night
There's
now.
currently a war going on Instagram and TikTok, a fake war, fantasy war between knights and gnomes. And I did a POV of a knight, and I got another one coming out in an hour.
Dylan, you ever done a POV at night?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I was wondering if this was like something you just thought of, or if this was a trend.
No, it's a big trend going on right now.
Okay, so
Wait.
you're dropping part 2 today.
This trend doesn't. Our algorithm isn't picking this trend up. It's for guys like Randy.
Gonna say my algorithm looks a lot different.
Yeah.
No, I think Trash Can Paul did something with it.
Okay,
So it's getting a little mainstream.
so you film this video by yourself.
Hmm.
Where?
In the trails behind my apartment.
Are there people around when you did this?
No,
You didn't see anybody.
Are you wearing the full garb?
no.
Or-
I just have a long sleeve shirt on, and then the bracers, and then
We're
that's
looking
about
through
it.
the helmet here.
Where did you get the helmet?
Boosh got that at the Ren Fair, and I asked him to borrow it.
So in theory,
Is that meat in your little canteen? What's in that?
Actually, funny enough, there's nothing in it. It's a little movie trick that I wasn't actually drinking. I was acting. You see, I was acting like I was drinking it.
what's the response been on this video?
It's got. I mean, so far on Instagram, it's got like 120 comments, but all people in there's all one big joke that everyone's like on sides of like either they're knights and they're like happy for me, or they're gnomes and saying that they're gonna kill me. It's how it is. It's a big fun joke that we're all in a part of.
No, I don't know about all of us.
Well, everyone in the comments.
I'm not saying I'm above it. This is the first I've seen on such a
God,
thing.
dorks are just flocking to this comment section.
Dylan, what do we got to do to get you in one of these?
I just don't think that's in my future, Dave.
Randy, how do we get Dylan in this?
I don't think that's in his future, Dave.
How do I? Can I get in one? How do I do it?
Yeah, if you want to be a wizard in one, I'll get you in one.
Okay. I mean, I'm kind of Derek Blasberging it or whatever that fucker's name is.
You're gonna shit on camera?
No, I'm not going to do that. But I just want to be a part of it for the clout, even though I bring nothing to the table.
Well, I'll let you know. I did after I finished retail therapy. I went out and filmed all stuff. So I filmed 6 of them. I've edited 4. I got 2 more to go. And
he filmed 6.
Yeah, and I have an idea to film 3 more. So if this trend's still going,
Randy, you're as far as I know, you're a single man.
yeah.
What are you saying here?
I just feel like, and this isn't a slight whatsoever, but when you are trying to court a young lady,
I'm not trying to court a young lady.
A maiden.
but if you are, and she's like, "Oh, what's this guy all about?" She goes to your Instagram. I feel like you're fishing from a very specific pond. You know,
And
one that appreciates this type of humor
or a moat.
or a moat, if you will. You know,
and
she's like, "Oh, okay, this is the content that this guy's doing," and hey, and maybe that's the way you find the future Mrs. Trimbacki.
what's your point?
No, nothing. That you have a very specific brand.
Are you trying to nerd your way into some strange?
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Dude, you're going to be, I'm going to make a prediction. At the next Ren Fair, which is what, next spring, probably?
I mean, the one that I want to go to is in the fall. The
next
Texas Ren
one-
Fair.
The next one you go to, you will be a C+ Ren Fair celebrity.
I mean, just
Maybe B.
That's the goal,
just
man.
in the first 12 posts of your Instagram, we got Juby Slide Randy.
Mhm.
Fuck yeah.
One of the pictures is him just dressed up at the Ren Fair in the full, like the helmet and the sword and everything. He's doing a Dan Flash's video.
Yes.
That
The
one
4th of July
did well.
one, he's doing. I don't know what's going on here. I haven't listened to the audio of this yet, but he's eating hot dogs at a rapid clip, or just one.
I was Kirby or Glizzy Kirby, Glurby, if you will.
And then
He was
the
Glurby.
one we just talked about, the night hunting gnomes or whatever.
And there's 6 more.
And the one pinned is, of course, the very famous sundress one.
New York Times,
New York
Ray,
Times.
you're the
yes.
biggest content guy in the company.
You are.
Mhm.
Never change, Randy.
dude.
Never change.
Cloud isn't going to chase itself, you know.
Man,
It's a good point.
I really need you to be like, when they start advertising the Ren Fair, they're going to be like, with a special appearance by Randy Trimbacki. What did they call you?
Sir,
What did they
Sir
call
Randy
you
Trimbacki.
in that article? TikTok
Mr.
user.
Mr. Trimbacki, the TikToker.
He's the TikToker.
I'm the TikToker.
That's him. No mention of the company.
Well, the Great Randino, just a few posts down too.
Which one's the Great Randino?
This one,
Okay.
the Great Randino.
That was me showing everyone that I'm now rocking a mustache.
Jeez. I'm look, I support this. You're the most interesting man I know.
You are a very interesting cat. My favorite, of course, is the Doug Dimmadome.
Nothing will top that.
It's an all time.
It's almost impossible
It's
to
great.
top it.
It is
It's very,
great.
very tough to top that. You understand?
The way he was thriving that night, walking through the streets of Austin, just getting dapped up left and right. Loved it.
That was the most I felt like an A-list celebrity. I cannot walk like
Getting into
3
the
seconds without someone coming up to me.
getting into the Uber when his hat won't fit, so he has to take it off and like stuff it in. It's fucking good.
Hey, can we get just like a random night of you walking down like Rainy or something as Doug Dimmadome?
As Doug Dimmadome.
No
That'd be-
Halloween at all. Just like right.
Why is that guy dressed as Doug Dimmadome? Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. We'll see.
He's taking pictures with strangers on the street. Like he's killing it.
That video, like,
It's a great video.
there's probably like 40 more people that came up to take pictures with me on that. It was a great night.
I wish I had your zest, your lust for content.
For goofy shit.
Yeah, I really do. Oh my god. dude.
Oh man.
This
But yeah,
guy-
follow me on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok at Randy Trebacki.
Oh man,
If you like some goofy content,
he's
this is-
slowly
he's your
like
guy.
he's like rocketing to the top of the
know, man.
content circle. Man, you know what I love? Saving money. How about you guys? You guys like that? Pretty dope.
Not much I like more, Dave.
Look, you think you're paying a lot of money for subscriptions each month?
I'm sure I am. I'm sure there are a couple that I haven't realize that I'm still paying for. I need to check in with Rocket Money.
Like a TV network that you've been streaming or something. Like your kid was like, "Hey, I need to watch this one show," and that was a year ago, and you're still paying for it, even though you don't watch the show anymore.
I'm sure my son did some like PlayStation something that I don't even know he signed up for that I'm just getting billed for.
You need Rocket Money.
I know.
Big dog.
I know.
Rocket Money is like it's a personal finance app, okay? Finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. With Rocket Money, I've got full control over my subscriptions and a clear view of my expenses. I can see all my subs in one place, and if I see something I don't want, Rocket Money can help me cancel it with a few taps. I love how the dashboard shows me this month's spending compared to last month, so I can clearly see my spending habits. Plus, they'll help me create a custom budget and keep my spending on track. We all need that, man. You got to keep it on track. You got to just, you don't have to obsess over it, but just look at it and be like, oh yeah, that's where I'm at now. I'm doing good, having a good month. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you by up to 20%. All you have to do is submit a picture of your bill, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. They'll deal with customer service for you. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/circling. That's rocketmoney.com/circling, rocketmoney.com/circling. All right. Hailey Welch. Does that name ring a bell?
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
She's the Hawk-Tuah girl.
She is. We've probably talked about her on every episode we've done for the last 2 weeks. And I mean, people are probably getting a little fatigued. But she's like on social now. She's activated the socials. She's doing it. She's leaned in.
She's
signed.
fully leaned in at this point. Capitalizing on her 15 minutes, trying to extend those 15 minutes well beyond.
Okay. So, do we need a doc? Did we need the origin story?
No.
She released a video, and it kind of looks like a well-made political ad for someone running for the House of Representatives in their state.
Okay. She's being branded as, and I don't know who's behind this branding. Her little PR team that she's assembled, I guess.
Again, she's signed with CAA,
big talent agency. Again, I think she is a lovely young lady. I think she's charming and she's cute and she's got a good thing going. But the video that was released, she starts off saying like, I'm from Belfast, Tennessee, right outside Lewisburg, whatever it is. I don't know.
This is good.
And then it goes on like it's as if she is some kind of like local hero in her town. Like she saved a school bus full of children.
Well, maybe it was a school bus that if it were to go under like 55 miles an hour, there's a bomb on it and it might explode.
Sure. You could say it's along those lines. Yeah.
Just an idea.
But this video is funny because her family's in it and they're talking about how like, they're all so proud of her. And
is Dad wearing a Hawk-Tuah hat?
Dad's wearing a Hawk-Tuah 24 hat.
Officially licensed merch. Shout out to her for getting the bag.
It's like, I don't know if as the father and knowing what Hawk-Tuah means, and I assume that he does.
What does it mean to you?
It's more about what it means to him, the father of the young lady who said it and went viral for it. It's just, it to me, it's a little like, okay, well, if whatever, man, go off. But like, I don't know. She's heroic is not a word I would use to describe her.
Sure about that?
I don't know. She's going to fly too close to the sun. She's going to do this doc and very few people are going to watch it. And then we're never going to hear from her again.
Here's the deal. It does seem like a lot. The people who are advising her and like doing this for her, they know a lot more about this than me. They know how to make people into, like, look, Tiffany Gomez, loose friend of the show.
Yeah.
Friend of yours.
Sure. Very nice.
Twitter friend.
Very nice.
She went from plain lady to up till this point, and it's been a year, right? At least a year. She's still around.
It just hit a year.
And this is bigger than plain lady. So look, she can extend this thing out. And she might have some juice. I just don't know. It's weird seeing like
Tiffany is not
the image rehab or the image crafting in real time.
Tiffany is just taking a different approach though. She's still very much like living her own life.
You can call her Tiff.
Tiff. She's not like trying to capitalize on it. She's done like she did the bathing suit pic wearing the ultralight, bathing suit. And that's the most like she wasn't even paid for that, by the way, according to her. She's just like, I'm here. She's done like the podcast circuit a little bit. So maybe that's not fully accurate what I'm saying.
Did she do our show? She did not do our show.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just when I saw that, because it has like the Friday Night Lights vibe to it, where it's just kind of like small town, slow. It's kind of like things move a little differently here in Belfast or whatever.
Yeah.
It is. And I'm just wondering, I'm like,
It's
okay.
like drone shots of her hometown.
Yeah.
It's
the budget that went into this was substantial.
Yeah. There's an effort behind this video.
Yeah. What's the move? Is it like I've seen, I was reading a Bro Bible. Shout out to Brandon. They're saying that there's a potential reality show. I think reality show might be the move. Podcast, I don't know if we need that. We don't need more podcasts. I don't even know if we need this one.
Yeah, true. I don't know if we need a documentary.
I just don't need the doc.
How much juice does she actually have?
I don't know.
But we're going to find out.
I will say, the guy who did the man on the street interview, does anybody know the name of that show or who that guy is? Randy, do you know? You're laughing.
That's what I've been saying. Is like this was his like content and stuff, and no one knows anything about his like.
Is he getting a little taste on this?
No,
I have no clue.
This poor guy.
He's not. No one knows that guy's name.
No,
he just put a microphone in the right person's face, and he's
Is this the most successful man on the street interview ever?
Yes.
Because like that content, like the last 3 years, that shit's just blown up. You go like my algorithm occasionally, I'll just see Gen Z dudes out asking chicks like subtly horny stuff on like 6th Street.
Yeah, like what's the most amount of guys you hooked up with?
What's your body count?
It's like,
what's your roster?
Yeah.
The only other like popular one I've seen is like the guy asking people like, how do you get out of the hood? And like the white guy comes up and he's like, I don't know. He just starts rapping Mike Jones. Have you ever seen that one?
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's like
yeah.
There's also a funny one from 6th Street in Austin. This guy asked this young lady, what's the most annoying thing a guy does or something like that? And she goes, ask me a question on 6th Street when I'm trying to go to the restroom, and she just walks off, and guy's like, oh, well, fuck you then, or something like that. He gets really embarrassed. It's really funny.
I've seen that one too.
Who's the Austin dude who asks people how much they pay in rent? Have you seen that dude?
Oh, I've been seeing that one. Those are all staged.
Those are staged. I kind of enjoy those though, honestly.
The Bing Bong, those are pretty good man on the street guys.
Yeah.
Bing Bong.
I thought about that guy the other day. I was like, what's he doing? Is that like us? Is he punching air? Like, remember when Dad Bod, like we did it, TFM or TSM, somebody at our old company wrote about Dad Bod and it was a thing. This is like 2014. Like 2 years later, some other outlet did a Dad Bod thing and it blew up. And we were all like, we did it first. We were like so mad about it.
It's kind of like being the first person to ever chug an alcoholic beverage while wake surfing, and then like the most rich man in the world, the richest man, does it.
Kind of like that, right?
Kind of like that.
A little bit, yeah.
It's kind of like a content cucking.
He did. I got Zuck cucked, man. That was my thing.
Look, I'm happy for her. I've got no ill will. I worry that they're moving a little quick.
Yeah. Well, now's the time to capitalize. You can't let it sit for 6 months and then try to do a documentary.
Yeah, that's exactly right. What I just said was stupid.
The iron is hot. It's time to strike.
I don't like seeing it in real time, you know?
Yeah. I just hope that this ends well for her.
Are they going to give her a podcast with a guy who looks like me but with like a better head of hair and like more tats, like a sleeve?
You can't say more tats when you have 0 tats.
And you don't know that. You don't fucking know.
I do.
Oh, because you stayed in a hotel room with me and
You
you're
would've told
fucking
us.
peeping me changing?
I did. I saw your entire hot ass naked body and there's no ink on it.
Oh yeah, buddy. You have to use a black light to see my tat.
Okay.
Oh man. Well, shout out to Hailey Welch.
Shout out to Hailey Welch. Hope this goes well.
I also had
I'm
this
pulling
thought.
for her.
What if she was randomly a listener? That's not a crazy thought that she listened to the show. I know we're small to mid-size, but like, what if she listened?
Does she follow any of us? Probably
No,
not.
not at all.
No.
I checked.
That'd
She
be
probably
cool.
follows
I don't even
Scaries.
think she had socials up till like a week ago.
What if she
so-
follows fucking this guy?
She's in a Ren Fair shit,
Dude.
goofy shit.
She's Team Gnome though.
Oh, forget her then.
Oh,
So I wasn't going to bring this to air because it's kind of a personal matter, but I would be remiss if I didn't let people in on something that I'm going through personally in my family. My backyard. We have a deck. You've been to my house, right, Dillon? You did a podcast there. I've got a back deck,
you do.
and on it is a smoker, some chairs, a little table. Go out there and, the 2 nights or the 2 weeks out of the year that we can go outside and enjoyable temperature, we do go out there. Maybe I'll have my coffee in the morning, have a drink out there. It's under attack by wasps, cicada killer wasps. And you might be wondering, like, how's that? Cool, man. Everybody has like yellow jackets, wasps, bees. It's not that big of a thing. Randy, show Dillon here what we're dealing with here. So the top pick is from Google. That is just for size. I believe that's a quarter. It's next to. These are big fucking wasps.
Oh my god.
That's a nickel.
Okay, it's still big.
That's
Just
a
go
nickel,
along
David.
with it.
Come
I
on,
don't know.
clearly.
I don't talk about finances.
Dave doesn't deal
publicly.
in small change. Big bills only.
The picture on the right is one that I took from my door. It was on my door. The picture on the left is 2 dead cicadas on my deck. Yeah, I know. I did a bad job staining my deck. We're probably going to get a new one here in the next year. They don't have nests like a traditional wasp. These fucking things, they dwell, like they're under my deck. They have an underground little nest that they dig.
They burrow.
They burrow.
How big is this fucker? It lacks scale.
Dude, I'm not kidding. The biggest one, which I think is the male, which famously does not sting and has a fake stinger, but still creepy. Dude, it's like it's almost the size of a hummingbird.
It's about that big.
They're big and they're thick. And I have not been stung. My dog, my kid, we have not been stung, but we can't go in our backyard.
You don't have to worry about it.
You can't go in your backyard?
I mean,
Okay, we can. I've been going
yeah.
in my backyard, but they're all around. And
they're very non-aggressive.
they're not aggressive unless you are aggressive toward it, but dude, I'm walking, they live under my deck and I'm constantly using my smoker. I'm constantly walking on it. My Randy, my dog, he's aware of them. He always when he looks over and sees them, he kind of runs off, doesn't like them. I got to get rid of them. Look at that thing on my door. Imagine you're about to walk outside and that thing is just sitting on the glass. It's a problem. It's a problem.
That's a problem.
You're a Midwest guy. Are you familiar with these?
Mhm. Yeah, there was one summer that they were all over the place, and I was painting parking lots. They were swarming all over, and we were just walking in between them and painting parking lots. They're very docile. They don't really attack humans at all. Cool little bugs, big bugs.
If you were me, what are you gonna do? Nothing.
I
You got
would-
a kid. You got a kid who likes to go outside and.
I would probably try to maybe wasp kill or something, because your kid and your dog might try to grab and play them, and then they'll become aggressive. So
I had this whole plan that I was going to take them out. There's 3 of them thus far. And sometimes you can catch them all in the same area, but I have yet to be able to get them all together outside of that one chance. I missed my shot. So now I'm afraid if I take one out, then the other 2 are going to realize, because they seem smart, man. So I don't want to take one out and have the other 2 be aggressive, and I'm going to be out there cooking burgers one day and they're just going to murk me, because their stingers are no joke. I don't know if it hurts any more than a regular wasp, but dude, these things are just leaving cicadas dead out on my deck like it's nothing, like they're sending a message. Look at that.
Like you could be next, Davey.
I don't know if it's going to take me out, but it's going to hurt and I'm going to cry about it a little bit, probably
Sure.
take the day off.
Damn, man. What are you doing? What's the solution here?
I'm going to hook the hose up and I'm going to stick it under the deck and I'm going to flood them out. I read that they don't like that.
For real?
I'm going to flood them out. We're going to see about that. That's it. So if you got any advice of what you can do to get rid of these fuckers, I would love to know. And if you've ever been stung by one, I want to know how bad it hurts. Because does that not look like it would hurt more than a regular wasp?
It does. They're huge. They're big. They're intimidating for sure.
Okay.
Well, T's and P's, man. Hopefully it works out well for you guys.
Thank you.
Keep the little guys away. Keep the kids away, you know?
You could see, I mean, we got the little mini trampoline. We got the Fisher Price slide, which, by the way,
Little
don't bother.
little Sammy catches one of these. You don't want that.
No, not at all.
Little fella out there.
What's wrong with the slide?
The Fisher Price slide, it's not big enough to enjoy. Like we bought it for Rhodes like last year, and now he realized like it's not fun to slide down, so now all he wants to do is climb up it and stand on it.
He's using it as a ramp for his rollerblades.
He's using it like he's like, well, that's not enough. I got to trick it up. I got to do other shit. So he wants to put it off
grinding
the deck.
on it.
He wants to do anything but use it for the intended purpose.
I get it.
It's pretty impressive, honestly. Anything else before we get out of here?
That's all I got, man.
Hope that works out for you, man.
It's a busy episode.
Okay, sounds like you guys really cared about that.
No, I'm
Glad I brought it to the
concerned. I don't
table.
know what to say. I'm concerned for you guys. I just hope, hopefully everything works out.
Speechless.
Yeah, I like those wasps. They're cool.
He's a big wasp guy. All right, we will see you tomorrow for exactly 5 minutes. Bye-bye.
Bye.